Remember, there's a correct answer to everything, in every sentence, in everything. However, and things are mixed all over the place and so on and so forth. However, there's no correct thing or answer with these continuers of nonsensers. Their math equals them being taken out of reality, their natural equilibrium karma, prison, including death. That's their math. Doesn't have anything to do with anybody. Notice how that's specifically to them. It has nothing to do with the totality of anybody else. They're trying to make things seem like, they're trying to mix things up and make things seem like that's basically on everything. You know, everything gets messed up. No, not everything gets messed up. They mess themselves up. That's their math. That's what equals to them. So they wish they can mess up the math. Any form of nonsense that they're creating, causing issues, all things have to be abundantly transparent everywhere, underground, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Whatever they're doing. In places people thought nothing existed, there too. And as we make sure that no one's suffering on behalf of nonsenses like these. And again, some information was being hidden just now. Like Spawn explaining stuff and stuff. I know, they try to take credit for everything, supposedly they're strong, that information gets hidden, and they, see, this is another thing that just got exposed for, just yet again. Anything that happens, they try to take credit for. Anything that happens, they try to take credit for to make themselves look tough, to fearing people. They wish. If you ask me, they shouldn't be floating around. This virus is still clicking on top of my head. Deliberately. It's in a subtle way, except it's very, very harmful still. Sexual abuse kind of stuff. Messing with people's energy. And controlling people's energy in weird ways, trying to gain some type of a power this way, signifying things, connecting things perhaps on certain things. I'm not limitless. Remember Limitless? The guy was getting bothered or something and he went upstairs and did something. I'm not limitless. There's a bigger truth and there's this lesser truth. I'm not that lesser truth. So these nonsensers are the biggest problems here on this earth. They should not be floating around. I don't partake in lies. I partake in truth. You can say from day one till today I've only been truth. Anything else in my life, me growing up and all this stuff, should not realistically be counted, because think about how people are kept asleep, kept blind, kept programmed, and do a bunch of nonsense stuff. And guess what? That equals to everybody. Should not be counted. Except in the mix, there's conscious antagonists like these. They use excuses, of course, to cause they caused that much issues and got away with their issues. So all things will be distinguished regardless of what I'm saying. I'm just giving a general rule of thumb. They wish they can try to escape truth. All things will be abundantly transparent. All things will be known. Nope, no, just take a pee. You wish. And so, it has to be made sure and ensured that these nonsensers are not floating around. If they are floating around, then everybody's job to make sure and ensure that they should not be floating around. These nonsensers know. Remember, there's nonsensers that they know I'm peaceful, they know people are nice, they know they could cause issues on them, and the direct result will be people realistically causing issues back, not causing issues, reacting perfectly just back. except they just keep people passive and conditions and try to convince people that they're somehow wrong supposedly, and that people are they cause issues in people, and no, people are nice, no, they're not going to cause issues back, and yet they continue their ways, knowing that people are not going to cause them issues, and so they put themselves in places like that to make themselves feel tough, like they're tough, like they're getting away with their nonsense. People are nice, they cause issues on nice people, they get away with their nonsense supposedly, and nonsense agreements that I don't agree with. So these nonsensers think they're somehow tough or powerful in the lie-based way, nothing to do with truth, totally in the wrong, have no idea what they're doing, causing issues in reality, biggest nonsenses on the face of this earth. Them and their connections are totally in the wrong. They're supposedly using examples, supposedly they're examples. I don't know. They could be corporates for all I know. Based on the way I understand things, sure, they can be examples. However, under the cover of examples, they can just claim they're examples and continuously cause issues and get away with their nonsense. They know I'm busy. They know I have a lot of work to do. They know I'm a nice person, and so they do this type of stuff. And so that equals they're paving way for that type of stuff to occur. So they're wrong on everyone. Every single last one of them is guilty. Every single last one of them is guilty, whoever's doing that type of stuff. And those who are allowing that type of stuff to happen are also a little bit guilty. However, not guilty depending on exactly whom is guilty. The doers or the tellers or the agreeers. All of them are wrong in general. However, some just, some more just, some less just, some not just at all. That's what that equals to. Just, less just, more just, less just, and not just at all. So all that type of stuff will be distinguished too. This is what they're up against, man. This nonsense has been operating for how long? These updated ways and keeping everybody else out there in the backs. It's one thing to have power and use that power correctly, not abuse that type of power and cause issues on the face of this earth. So all this stuff is me realizing, understanding, connecting the dots, and mentioning from day one till today. Get the story correct. Yeah, I am 100% accurate. Regardless of many aspects that people don't see, think I'm incorrect. They try to play reverse psychology, try to show me visions, people are going to do anyway, play the programming. These nonsenses don't deserve to be empowered. They're the abusers of power, in other words. There's people that are empowered that I believe in predictive programming and everything, like I mentioned before, in terms of them being just. Well, these are the unjust nonsensers versus the just sense that I belong with. Everything to do with truth I belong with. Everything to do with lies I do not belong with. The lies are not turning to truth, then they're basically problems and they should not be pulling down. They're guilty and punishments, in other words. Are responsible, liable in all aspects of reality. They don't understand something in the correct way, and they're going all the way with their nonsense, and they can understand something in their math way. Whatever math that they're partaking in, whatever math that they're creating. And just keep in mind, there's cheaters, so I never stole, I never went in people's houses, I never stole anything, I didn't do any form of nonsense stuff. Those who do will be tracked down, every single last one of them, and be punished. And all things will be returned back to every single person that was wronged, including me. I'm talking about any form of stealing, I'm talking about any form of thievery, I'm talking any form of robbery. Everything must be given back to every single person. Those who do it will kind of escape their punishments. Those who don't do it will not escape their punishments. These nonsensers are trying to go in people's houses when people are not aware. they got exposed for that too, and everything has to be observed and watched and abundantly transparent. Any form of nonsense that goes anywhere will be tracked down. You guys will never escape truth. Don't think you guys will escape truth a day, a week, month, even years, and don't think that truth is not going to catch up to you nonsensers. Our bodies, this is a different story. I don't need this virus in my life anymore.